me welcome another dreamer, a big audacious thinker, someone that we're so proud to work with over the next 4 years, and that is our mayor, Zohran Mamdani.
Can we hear it for our Governor, Kathy Hochul? Today, as we gather to mark a year of congestion pricing, we are also celebrating something that feels too rare in our politics these days. And that is the change that can come when government dares to do big things. And we measure these things in statistics, and sometimes we lose sight of what it means in the lives of each and every New Yorker. Before I stood before you now as the mayor of New York City, I was an assembly member for Astoria in Queens. And in Astoria, there are many children who grew up with asthma, living close to what was described as Asthma Alley. And when I first became the assembly member, one of my staff members told me that one of the activities she recalled growing up in the neighborhood was at recess asking other students to compare and contrast their inhalers. That is the way in which this kind of pollution had been and has been normalized. And so, as we are here celebrating these cameras staying on, thanks to the governor's commitment despite tremendous pressure, we also celebrate what this has meant for New Yorkers, whether they are driving, whether they are biking, whether they are walking, taking a bus, taking the train, whether they are just breathing the air in the city that they call home. Because this is a program that has been successful no matter how you measure it. It's been a program if you want to measure it in noise complaints or you want to measure it in traffic. That is how it has been successful. And what we are seeing is that it is outstripping even the fiscal projections of what it would raise in a calendar year. We were anticipating that the first year would yield $500 million, and there were concerns of, was that possible to hit? And what we found instead is that this program in a calendar year has now raised close to $550 million. And I want to celebrate this especially because what the governor said is so critical. For a long time, we have asked the MTA to do the impossible without providing them with the funding that would even make it something they could consider. And what this program has done is commit funding to the very capital needs that have been put off for years, if not decades. And that is funding, those are investments that can transform the day-to-day realities of a New Yorker. And so as we celebrate the increase in transit ridership, we know that that increase could grow even further in the years to come as more and more money can be then spent on the infrastructure that would make that commute smoother, make it faster, make it more reliable. And I have to say thank you to all of the elected officials who stand here, whether at the city level, at the state level, the activists, the organizers, the advocates, who ensured that no matter what day it was, no matter what week it was, no matter what year it was, we all understood the imperative of dreaming of a different kind of streetscape in this city. And I was reading an article today about a driver from New Jersey who had self-identified as someone who was critical of the program. And he said, look, for all the $9 I'm spending, I'm now actually saving money I would have been spending on parking fees because I can now park on the street. And this is something that no matter which way you're approaching it from, we can see the success. And that is what we are here to celebrate, that success, that foundation, and that dream of a city that recognizes the importance of public transit as the vitality of what makes this city so great. Thank you so much.